Welcome to Unit 2, Drawing from the Mannequin, those little wooden people. You'll see that we have a new grade sheet you need to download. There's a PowerPoint. Mannequin is always spelled different ways, so you can kind of look at that. But a mannequin is our little posing, usually wooden mannequin. There's two major vocabulary words, chiaro, sciro. That's actually Italian, and you can see examples of that in the PowerPoint. Chiaro means like light, and sciro means dark. So lights and darks. It refers to shading, which is also called rendering too. Foreshortening is another term. Foreshortening means you want to draw something that looks like it's coming into space. So that means if like you point at someone, like I want you to join the army, and somehow you have to draw things coming towards you, that's the tricky point. Alright, so you're going to see examples of what foreshortening looks like too. Alright, this is what our demo is going to be. And first I'm going to read about proportion. Proportion is comparing size relationships. The ancient Greeks thought the human form was so beautiful their gods and goddesses took human form. In fact, the Olympic Games date back to this time period. Hercules, half man, half god, was considered the first true athlete. The Roman Empire, who conquered the Greeks, had similar mythology stories and continued again to use the human form in architecture, drawings, paintings, and sculptural works. So they wanted ideal human proportions. So this is what we're going to be doing for your demo. So here we go. First thing I'm going to do is have you number, and the average adult male is about 7 to 8 heads tall. So if you're feeling by your ear, you can actually feel your neck. Our neck is not thin. It's actually, you can feel it right where your ear is. Alright, so I'm going to take this down just a little bit. Alright, okay. So that's where, like, if you had ear right here, that's where you feel your neck. Now, how wide are your shoulders? If your head is this wide and you put another head here and another head here, you're going to actually feel where the shoulders are for an adult male. So that's what you see right there. So this would be about where your shoulders would be. Now how long really is your torso? It comes to about right here, between your third and fourth oval. And we're going to put arms on our guy in a little bit. We don't have to worry about it yet. The pelvic area is about this distance right here. So it's already starting to look more like a human form right here. Your femur, which is the longest bone on your body, is about this length right here. You're going to see where your knee is going to be, your shin, and because this is going to be like the wooden mannequins, you can draw the almost like little paddle feet. Alright, in class I usually have students stand up, and when they stand up they see like how long are their arms. Some people's arms are long enough where they actually have to lift them up to put them into pockets. Some people's arms land right about at their pocket length. So for mine, my elbows bend at the waist. In fact, write that down. Elbows bend at the waist. And it does. So like if you're doing any curls and stuff, you'd actually see that. And then my arm comes down, and I actually could touch my leg just like that. Now this arm is the same as this arm, but why draw it twice? This time I want you to feel your ear. Seriously. So if you have your hand here and your arm coming to here, that means this length, notice how I'm measuring it with my pencil, is the same. So then it would come down right into here. So no matter what you're doing, your arms are the same length. Alright, so that's one we're going to do. Now, start this one. And again, start with your ovals. And I want you to think about how you can get these to be the adult average male height. Okay, so again, go like this. So you know where your shoulder is going to be. Through here. And now we got to think of another pose. Alright, now I used to do yoga pretty good. So if you want to draw a yoga pose, you can do that. We're going to do one here and you can decide what you want. And we're going to have the pelvic area. But this time, let's not have our feet do the same thing. Maybe this one is standing with all the weight on one foot. So we got the gravity going on. But maybe this one is going to be doing like a tree pose. So then you can put your foot here. So the foot is actually leaning on the shin. So when you do a tree pose, your hands are up in front of your heart. So this is part of that foreshortening. So I would have to bring this down, elbows again, bend at the waist, and this is doing the same thing. So again, elbows bend at that waist. So he's pretty symmetrical till we get down to his legs. This one, have fun on your own, okay? So you can get started just like this and draw any pose you want to. Again, so our takeaway from this is elbows bend at the waist. Your shoulders are usually typically about the same width as your head. So you're about 3 heads across. And again, we're about 7 to 8 heads tall if you're an adult male. All right. Now flip.